For practice 2B, we'll continue working with the drawing we started with in 2A, having just created the hydrant point, or point number 260. We're going to view our points. We're going to highlight points in our Toolspace Prospector tab. When we highlight points in the preview area at the bottom, we'll see the listing of all of the points. I'm going to hover with the cursor right on the horizontal line that divides the preview area and the Toolspace Prospector column. So that cursor turns into an up and down arrow, and then I'm going to click and drag it up so I have a little more of the preview area showing. That allows me to see just a couple more rows, and I'll scroll down to that point we just created, point number 260. With it selected, I'll right click, and of course we zoomed to it when we finished up activity 2A, but they have us start off 2B by selecting it, right clicking, and from the shortcut options choose to zoom to it. So we've already done that, but it's good for you to realize that you can do that. You can edit it if you wanted to. You could renumber it, but we're simply going to zoom to it, which we had already done. So for 2B, we're going to modify some points. So normally in a drawing like this, you might have many points in close proximity to each other. Now, the fonts can be overlapping, they can be jumbled, they can be crowded. What we'll do is we'll look at our options for dealing with that kind of scenario. So they have us on the status bar adjust the scale. Right now it is 140. If we made it say 1 inch equals 20, you'll see right away the view changes a little bit and the text is annotative. It automatically is scaled along with the point marker. So we should be at 1 inch equals 40 feet for our scale. We're going to click on the point marker to select the point. When we select the point, you'll notice there are two grips. There's a diamond shape, turquoise grip, and a square. If I hover over the square or rectangular grip, this is the grip that will control the label. So when I hover over the square grip, I'm going to choose to relocate it. I'm going to drag the label and you'll see the word hydrant in the leader. I can move it, drag it, drop it wherever it makes sense that it's not going to be crowded. So that was the square grip we used to do that with my cursor on the square grip. Now when I hover, I see the option to move it, rotate it, toggle the sub-item grips. Those would be the grips that are on the leader that allow me to choose how the leader is aligned. And I also have the option to reset it. So we're going to go back and we're going to reset it. Clicking on that, choosing Reset Label. And that puts us back in the original location. Go ahead, I'm going to hover over that square grip again. It's going to give me options to move and rotate and toggle my sub-item grips. So I'm going to choose the option now to rotate the label. And I'm going to rotate it 45 degrees. I could click and drag, but I'm going to enter 45 degrees. And you'll notice at the command prompt, I have the option to specify the angle. So I'm simply going to type in 45 and hit enter. So that will rotate it at exactly 45 degrees. And then I'm going to hover over my diamond grip this time. So when I hover over my diamond shape grip, I have the options to actually move the point marker, and rotate the label and marker. I'm going to choose to rotate my marker. And I'll enter 45 again. Well, now I've rotated the marker 45 degrees and the label. And now I'm going to hover over that diamond grip again, And I'm going to choose the option to reset all so that everything is rotated back 45 degrees to its original location. So we have options for rotating and moving our labels and our markers, and we can reset them at any time. So I'm going to go now to my tool space tab, to my toolbox. So I'm in the prospector tool space. I've selected the toolbox tab with my reports manager. I'm going to click the plus at the left of that to expand it. And I'm going to go down to the points group. I want to look at the reports that are associated, the reports rather, that are associated with points. And I'm going to choose the points list report. With that selected, I'll right click and I'll choose execute. In my dialog box for export to XML, I'm going to click OK. And I'm going to give it the name Civil Report. You should probably add your initials or your last name to it. And I've just created that report. It will open in a moment. My default browser is Firefox, so it's going to open in Firefox. And here it is. Here are my points: northing, easting, elevation, and description. I'll save my drawing.